We'll call to order the regular board meeting of the School Board of Charlotte County for today, Tuesday, April 16th, 2013. That is a very sensitive microphone. Here in Charlotte County, we will achieve our vision of student success, ! Through our mission. We will provide an innovative educational environment that allows and inspires success for everyone. We're going to start off tonight with our Pledge of Allegiance, and leading us in the pledge, we have three representatives from the VFW.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next up, additions and corrections. Dr. Whitaker.
I am requesting that we pull from the agenda the job description under G3, personnel action and job descriptions, job description for the energy educator. I've made a couple of changes in that and didn't have time to get the latest copy out to all of you, so I'd like to pull it and bring it back at the next meeting.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Dr. Whitaker, next on the agenda are reports.
And do we have reports tonight? It's wonderful to see all of you in the audience this evening. The reason we moved our meeting here is because there were so many recognitions this evening we never would have squeezed into our school board meeting room over in the other building. But it's a great thing because this is what we do. Our job is our kids, and student success is our vision. So we're going to recognize dozens, if not over 100 students this evening, and some of our teachers for just some really outstanding accomplishments. So I invite the board to come with me down front, and then we'll begin the recognitions. Number one is here. Okay. I'm going to ask Donna Dunnicky, our Curriculum and Instruction Specialist for Social Studies, to come to the podium to recognize our first student, an L.A. Ainger Middle School student. Donna?
Good evening. Mr. Chairman, school board members, Dr. Whitaker, school board attorney, and esteemed guests, parents, students, thank you for this opportunity to recognize one of Charlotte County's finest students. Conducted nationwide, the VFW sponsors a youth essay contest competition that gives students an opportunity to write an essay expressing their views about democracy with the prospect of winning a U.S. savings bond. The theme this year was what would you tell America's founding fathers? Nearly 193 Charlotte County Public Schools students entered this year's contest, and one special middle school student from Charlotte County has been recognized as the VFW Post 10476, the District 10, and the State of Florida Patriots Pen Essay Contest winner for 2012-2013, Eleanor Keys. And at this time, on behalf of the Charlotte County Public Schools, it is with great pleasure and pride that I call up Miss Eleanor Keys, grade 8 student at L.A. Ainger. So Eleanor, if you could join us up here. and her English language arts teacher, Mrs. Patricia Foster, for a short presentation. Mrs. Foster will read a short statement, and I will present a plaque to honor Eleanor's accomplishments.
Thank you very much for having us. I would like you to know that Eleanor is an incredible person. She has never, in the 3 years I've known her, stinted at all. If I estimate a job will take 2 hours, she'll spend 10. No matter what it takes to do maximally perfect work, that's Eleanor Keys. You're an amazing girl.
Congratulations. Good for you. And you too. Thank you for doing what you do for her. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
And in honor of your accomplishments, Eleanor Keys, VFW Patriots 10 essay contest winner for the state of Florida. Congratulations.
For our next recognition, I'd like to ask Mr. Darrell Milstead, our Director of Secondary Learning, to come up as we recognize Port Charlotte High School's National Merit finalists. Darrell?
Good afternoon, Dr. Whitaker, school board members. Thank you for the opportunity to let us present to you this afternoon. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Steve Dionisio to come on up, if you would, please. This year, our National Merit finalists came from our same school. Doesn't happen often, but once in a while it does. We have 2 students to present to you today. And I'm not sure if they're here or not this evening.
I think they're home studying.
So I do want to recognize them publicly, though, because they do awesome work and they're awesome kids. First one is Jesse Hevia. And our second student, National Merit finalist for this year, 2013, is Richard Pham. Thank you, Steve.
Our next recognition this evening is the Charlotte County Fair Art Scholarship winners. Mrs. Ellen Harvey, our Curriculum and Instruction Specialist for the Arts and World Languages.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity. I want to just describe a little bit about the Charlotte County Fair, because every year they award thousands of dollars to our students in scholarships. This year alone, $11,000 in scholarship money. So today we'd like to highlight agriculture, visual arts, and music. I want to introduce Elias Massey, our own CCPS graduate, to come up from the Charlotte County Fair Board.
Thanks, Ellen, and thanks for everybody coming out to recognize the students tonight. As Ellen had mentioned, every year the County Fair Association tries to put on a fun event to help the kids come out and showcase their talents in the arts and in agriculture. So we're here tonight to recognize some of those great works and to encourage others to continue doing so in the future. So we'll start with the Ag Awards, and the first one we have here is for Jackie Hall of Charlotte High School.
Thank you very much.
Cody Cope of Charlotte High School. Good job. Katie Goff of Charlotte High School. Kayla Jones, Charlotte High School. And Jocelyn Jennings of Edison Collegiate High School. And in the category of visual and performance arts, we start with Brinley Benak of Charlotte High School. Gabriella Court of Charlotte High School. Michaela Gleason, Charlotte High School. Kamora Lyons of Port Charlotte High School. Congratulations, Kamora. Erica Campione of Port Charlotte High School. Cameron Callison of Port Charlotte High School. Jenny Morehouse of Lemon Bay High School. Madison Young of Lemon Bay High School. And Peggy Olias of Lemon Bay High School. Ellen's asking me to say a word or two about the fair. As I said in the beginning, it really is a great event. It's something that I've been involved with since I was a kid and that my family's been involved with for a long time. And there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. And at the end of the day, it's a fun event. There's fun rides and there's food. But the whole point is that it's a community event, and it's a place for the youth and the folks of this community to come together and display, what we do. And it's a great community. I've left here, I've come back, and I've come back for a reason, because I like it. I'm just like everybody here. It's a good place to be, and I think that the county fair is a good example of that. So just one more hand for all of the winners and all their hard work.
Our next recognition is of the Charlotte High School mock trial team. I'm going to ask Donna Dunnicky to return to the podium for this presentation. Mr. Richard Schaefer, principal at Charlotte High, if you'd also join us up front.
Thank you. Again, Mr. Chairman, school board members, Dr. Whitaker, parents, students. The 14th annual 20th Judicial Court High School Mock Trial Competition was held in mid-February at the Lee County Justice Center. And Charlotte High School's mock trial team were the Charlotte County Public Schools champion and represented Charlotte County in this Tri-County event. They battled teams against Seacrest Country Day School in Collier County and Fort Myers High School of Lee County during a grueling 2-day contest. Charlotte High School and Fort Myers High School competed in the final round to determine who would represent the 20th Judicial Circuit Court in the state high school mock trial competition. In a very close match, Fort Myers High School just edged, by 1 point, Charlotte High School in a split decision to claim the title. But it was an awesome experience, because Charlotte High School not only earned the coveted Professionalism Award, voted on by the students themselves that competed, but 3 individual awards: Best Overall Prosecution Attorney, Best Overall Witness, and Best Closing Argument. And this was the first time in 11 years that a Charlotte County team had ever made the finals. So this was really an incredible accomplishment for Charlotte High School and the Charlotte County Public Schools. So it's with great pleasure I'd like to call up the Charlotte High mock trial team. Egil Vinkade, Jake Christie, if you could join me at the podium, please. Michael Christie, Alexis Boykin, Chris Alexander, Nathan Buckley, Megan Petrosky, Patrick Glastonbury, Mr. David Riley, coach of the Charlotte High School mock trial team, and their attorney coaches, Ms. Kate Horst, Ms. Stephanie Powers, Mr. Kyle Stublin, and Ms. Molly Tandy for a presentation. Mr. Schaefer will read a short statement, and we'll have the presentation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Dunnicky, and board members, and Dr. Whitaker, superintendent. It was a thrill to have this opportunity to be with these kids through the course of their preparation. I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Riley in just a minute, but I want to just share with you that these kids and their teacher and attorneys worked diligently over the weeks and months to prepare for this case. They went through briefs. They worked on deliberation. They worked on critical thinking, problem solving, speech, poise, all the things that you as citizens want your future citizens to be able to know and be able to do. So it was a great experience. We served Charlotte High School well by winning the Charlotte County round, and then went on and served Charlotte County well in representing you all, and perhaps these folks one day will be sitting in places that we are now. So with further ado, Mr. Riley.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I'd like to thank Superintendent Whitaker, the school board, for recognizing us tonight. I have one word, and that is wow. In all the years that I've been coaching this mock trial team, I always felt there was a bias down in Fort Myers. I truly did. I talked to Mike Means and Scott Hall about that. I've talked to Donna Dunnicky about that. I've talked to the Charlotte County Bar Association about this.
we broke the bias this year. The reason we did was because, as Mr. Schaefer just said, all the hours put into this. And I'm going to give you an example of how many hours we put into this and the end result. I was diagnosed with adult mono a month ago because of all the hours I've been putting into this darn thing. Just kidding. I want to give a formal thank you to the Charlotte County Bar Association. Under our budget cuts, they have funded our local competition the past couple of years. So without them, we would not have competition. So please put your hands together for them. Donna mentioned the individuals, and I think everybody's here that I'm going to recognize. First off, is Nathan here? Nathan is not here. Nathan Buckley, a senior, was recognized as the best prosecuting attorney down at circuit competition, and his witness, Patrick Glastonbury, Patrick, stand forward, please, was voted best prosecution witness. So please give your applause to those two. And then Jake Christie gave a closing argument in the final round that absolutely blew everybody away. His poise under pressure, his just command of the words with no notes for 5 minutes was incredible. Jake Christie gave the best closing argument I have ever heard as a mock trial advisor. So please put your hands together for Jake. Finally, I want to thank Donna Dunnicky because she puts this thing on every year, and this year she worked without any assistance. So really show your appreciation because Donna's the one that puts this event on each year. This is the coveted Professionalism Award that we have brought home. It's the Heisman Trophy of mock trial competition, and these 8 individuals earned it. So I'm going to introduce them right now. First, the 2 that are not here. Senior Nathan Buckley was on the mock trial team for 2 years as an attorney. Senior Chris Alexander, who also could not be here, was a witness this year and played a police officer and did an incredible job. Next up, I have Egla Vinicate. Egla was on the mock trial team for 2 years as a witness. Egla, please step forward so they can see you. And did an incredible job, probably the best witness I've ever seen in all the years I've done this. I have Alexis Boynton, senior, came in the last 3 weeks and filled in for a position that was opened up and did an admirable job. So thank you, Alexis. You've already met him. Please meet him again. Senior Patrick Glastonbury, best witness, circuit competition. Attorney Jake Christie, who's a junior, so he will be back next year. And I got to tell you, I look really forward to Jake shining again. That's his twin brother, Michael Christie, also an attorney. Both of these 2 gentlemen were on the mock trial team for 2 consecutive years. Next, we have Megan Petrowski, who is also on the mock trial team. Since her freshman year, all 3 years. She's a junior right now, and so she'll be back for a 4th year, which no student has ever done. Finally, I want to introduce the state attorneys that are here. The past 2 years, the state attorney's office have volunteered as attorney coaches, and they step away from their office with the blessing of Stephen Russell and Shannon Doherty, and they come over to Charlotte High and they help out. Without them, we would not be successful. Molly Tandy could not be with us tonight, but the 3 that were really with us all along are here right now. I first want to introduce Ms. Kate Horst, Assistant State Attorney. Next to her, Ms. Stephanie Powers, Assistant State Attorney, and Charlotte High School alum and member of a championship mock trial team years ago, Assistant State Attorney Kyle Stublin. So please put your hands together for this entire group. Mr. Schaefer, thank you for supporting this team as you have done all year, and we really appreciate that. As a former law instructor, you understand, and a mock trial advisor understands how important this is. Dr. Whitaker, thank you very much. They're all yours.
Thank you, Dave. Well, let's give our students a big hand. But real quick, before you do that, no winning team wins without a great coach. So Dave Riley, thank you. Congratulations. Good job. Congratulations. Terrific. Good job, guys. Wonderful. Congratulations. Good work. Good work. Thanks so much for your time. Well, thanks so much. You guys are just, I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you. Dave, great job. Great job. Mr. Schaefer? Yep. All right. As they make their way back, let's give them another round of applause. Going to ask Ellen Harvey if Ellen would return to the podium for our tag art winners.
But I'll just introduce them as they are. Thank you so much. Kids Tag Art is a school fundraising project that inspires fifth graders to design their own specialty license plate. And at the same time, they learn about design and the elements and principles. Parents have an opportunity to purchase their students' tag art through their children's school. All proceeds from the sale of these vanity tags stay with the art department and support each school. Each year, 2 tag designs from the school are selected for awards of distinction. These tags are displayed on the tax collector's website and available worldwide for purchase. We also have some special awards tonight chosen by our distinctive community members. Each student will be receiving a $50 check here at the board meeting, and immediately after, we are all going next door to shake hands with our distinguished guests, and we'll be receiving the Tag Art Famous t-shirt, and they will see their tags on display, and of course have a pizza party with cake. So as soon as we are done with our recognition, we'll meet you in the school board room just across the parking lot. I'd like to bring up our tax collector, Vicki Potts, who began this entire program, and our sponsor, Michael Lamarca from Lamarca Insurance and Financial Services. Yes. Okay. So these two are totally instrumental in supporting our school's art department, the children, and you can go to the tax collector's website and look at all our vanity tags. I'm sorry, but the checks will also be given next door, so we want you to come up, be recognized, and shake hands. I'm going to start out with the Charlotte Local Education Foundation Award to Gavin Hochul from Vineland. If you want to start at one end and shake hands and then just come up and line up, and I'll just continue reading. Brianna Hennessy, also from Vineland, the Don Gaskarth Charlotte County Ford Award. The Charlotte County Appraiser Award, Casey Terry, also from Vineland. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Award, Dylan Banks from Myakka River. The Charlotte County Tourism Office Award, Adam Greikatis from Myakka River. The Lamarca Insurance Sponsor Award, Maggie Poulakis, Myakka River. The Charlotte County Tax Collector Award, Diana Crofton Smith, Liberty Elementary. Far Emmerich Hackett and Carr Award, Maria Ramirez, Liberty Elementary. Ambitrans Award, Eric LePage, Deep Creek Elementary. Charlotte County Schools Superintendent Award, Noah Fairclough, Deep Creek Elementary. And our awards of distinction. From Charlotte Harbor, Tyler Davis. Also from Charlotte Harbor, Shane McWilliams. From Deep Creek Elementary, Gabby Carth Pierre. Also from Deep Creek, Jisiah Pyle. From East Elementary, Catalina Mosquera. Am I going too bad? No. Okay. Also from East, Jezelyn McLuris. From Kingsway Elementary, George Perosa. From Kingsway, Jamin Puebla. Okay. From Liberty Elementary, Alea Poe. Also from Liberty, Quan Bailey. From Meadow Park, Cassidy Knackle. Also from Meadow Park, Chloe Hunter. From Myakka River, Joshua Arnett and Linda Conklin. From Neil Armstrong, Eunice Knoll and Zoe Riggs. From Peace River Elementary, Aiden Latham and Josiah Delph. From Sally Jones, Wyatt Wilhite and Lindsay Akins. And finally, from Vineland, Ivy Glover and Breon Brown. Thank you so much. Vicki, we're going to have photos, and Mr. Lamarca, we're going to have photos next door, pizza party next door. So if you would all families like to go to the pizza party quietly, we'll empty out this auditorium. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vicki. This is just such a great program. So, and thank you for your support on this. This is great. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we mispronounced it. I'm sorry we made that mistake. I'm sorry. Our next recognition this evening is our 2012-2013 Regional Science and Inventors Fair winners. I'm going to ask Mr. Jason Wickman, who is the Charlotte County Director of our Science Fair, to come to the podium and recognize our students. Mr. Wickman.
Thank you, school board members and Dr. Whitaker, for allowing me to recognize our Charlotte County Regional Science Fair winners today. The science fair is one of the most authentic opportunities the students has to experience the full process of science. Every project engages the student in the scientific process from the first conceptualization of the research question to the final analysis of data. These students that we recognize today have excelled at this process, not only in their school fair, but also at the Thomas Alva Edison Regional Science Fair held this past February at Florida Gulf Coast University, where over $975,000 in scholarships and prizes was awarded. These students presented some of the best projects in over 15,000 students who worked on Science Fair this year in the region. I'd like to call the students up by the school, so I ask that L.A. Ainger Middle School come up first, and if the students can gather over here to my right, and if Andrea Green can come up as well, the Science Fair coordinator for L.A. Ainger. And as I call your name, if you can come down the line and shake the school board members and Dr. Whitaker's hands, and Ms. Green, I'll give you the Samantha Cahill. Zane Massengale. And just line up right over here. Ashley Tormey. Lauren Mayhew. Kristen Locker. Daniel Lopez. Katie Redman. And the next three students that I'm going to name were also state finalists at the Florida State Science Fair and four-year FGCU scholarship winners as well. Sarah Lone. Kelsey Hansen. Okay. Eleanor Keys. And the last two members are going to be doing research this summer down at FGCU through the Summer Research Opportunity. Ashley Turner and Colton Montgomery.
Congratulations. Enjoy the science campus. Good.
The L.A. Ainger Science Fair students. Thank you. Could I please have the Murdoch Middle students come up as well this time? And is John Vallone here? Okay. We'll see who's here. Noah Reed. Anthony Mandel? No? Hazen Williams. Is Austin Bell here? No. Jake Thayer. And our last student is Hayden Wilder. Hayden also was a state finalist and four-year FGCU scholarship winner.
Congratulations.
The Murdoch Middle School Science Fair winners. Thanks, gentlemen. Could I have the Port Charlotte Middle School students come up, please? And Betty Jo Richards, the Science Fair coordinator for Port Charlotte Middle School. Do we have Dion Vaca here this evening? No. Okay. Alec Gleason. Gerald Culkin. Brittany McGivern.
Great job. Thank you.
And Noelle Bishop.
Great job.
Brittany and Noelle are two summer research opportunity scholarship winners as well. She'll be working this summer down at FGCU. Alex Valat. Alexis Benner. The Port Charlotte Middle School Science Fair students. Thank you. Can I have Punta Gorda Middle School please come forward, as well as their Science Fair coordinator, Jeremy Bunk. Riley Havel. And Nick O'Donnell. The Punta Gorda Middle School Science Fair students. Can I have the Lemon Bay High School students come, please, forward, and Principal Bedford? Dominic Moore. Sean Robinson. Is Chris Wren here? Rennie? Shannon Smith. The Lemon Bay High School Science Fair students. Can I have the Port Charlotte High School students come forward, please, and the Science Fair coordinator, Dawn Wilder. Angelique Knowles. Not only was Angelique a state finalist at the Florida State Science Fair and receiving a 4-year FGCU scholarship, but she will also be representing Charlotte County Public Schools at the International Science and Engineering Fair this May in Phoenix, Arizona, which is an incredible accomplishment. Thank you. We have one last presentation by Marcia Loudon, the principal at L.A. Ainger Middle School.
Dr. Whitaker and school board members, it's a pleasure to do a special presentation tonight, and I have a couple people that I would like to have come up with me. I want to start with Dan Lopez. Could you please come up? And Nick and Andy Green, would you please come up? Just right here. This is a very special presentation, and it's one that the school board doesn't give very often, so this is a very high honor. But I want to read you why they are up here. You're probably wondering, what is this all about? No one would dispute that Andy Green and Nick Piscatelli are phenomenal science teachers. Every day they bring their A game to the classroom, and students are inspired to achieve great things, as evidence is tonight. You saw the Ainger students up front. Going beyond the call when it comes to students is who they are. Tonight, they are being recognized for demonstrating a high level of commitment and caring for one of their students who was facing a dark turn of events. Dan Lopez was ready to compete at the Regional Science Fair with his robotic exoskeleton. This project was a sure winner and would win some awards. Friday night was the project set up in Fort Myers, so the kids returned home late that night, tired but anticipating a big day on Saturday of judging a grilling and somewhat grueling experience. Upon returning home, Dan found out that his father had tragically and unexpectedly passed away several hours earlier. Dan and his family made the decision that he would still compete the next day. Both Nick and Andy rose to the occasion and dedicated their time and resources throughout this ordeal to support Dan in his time of need through regionals and on to state. They supported Dan in many ways, and both he and his family are very grateful. The impact Andy and Nick had on Dan's life will always be remembered. Thank you for truly going beyond the call. You can present those. Thank you.
Teaching is not just what takes place in a classroom. Teaching is about relationships. And what a great example. Excuse me. Jason, thank you very much. We can give Jason a hand. Coordinating this science fair is an overwhelming task. So thank you so much, Jason. Our next recognition, we're going to go back up. So Ellen, wherever you are, you keep moving. And we'll do the Peace River Power Squadron recognition.
Peace River Power Squadron is a poster contest, which we have many, many poster contests, but we have two very famous student winners tonight that went all the way to nationals. So I would like to call up their teachers. First, Sean Martinez from Peace River Elementary, and Chris Broyles from L.A. Ainger. And these national winners are receiving a check of $100 and $75, as well as a monetary award for the regional award. So I'd like to call up Brady Brunson, a fifth grader from Peace River Elementary. Second place nationally. That's quite a feat. Oh, Pat, there you are. Okay, and this is Pat Venuto from the Peace River Power Squadron.
Okay, you want to say something about that? Yeah. Hi, good evening. My name is Pat Venuto, and I am a member of the Peace River Salem Power Squadron. We're a national organization, and we are all volunteer, and we devote our time and efforts to promote safe boating. We have an annual poster contest that we try to instruct the kids starting young in boating safety and in keeping our waterways clean, just to get them to know how unsafe it can be if they don't follow the rules and regulations on the water. We have three age groups. We had a 6 to 8, 9 to 11, and 12 to 14 judging. We had about 250 posters from the school that were judged at squadron level, and all of those first place winners, there were 3 first place winners, went up to what we call our district meeting. In our district, we're District 22, and there are 18 squadrons in that. So the first place winners in that group, that was quite a feat for them to do that. And then the first place winners at district in all the age groups went on to national. And of course, then it enlarged. Then the competition enlarged, and we were so proud. Our squadron was just ecstatic. We had 2 winners. We had Brady Brunson, who came in second place nationally in his age group. Yes, he is from Peace River Elementary, by the way. And we had a third place winner, Haley Chaperone. She is from L.A. Anger. And we're very proud of both of these students. I couldn't find you on my camera, but didn't see her anywhere. Thank you. Thank you both of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, teachers, and thank you, Pat.
We have one last recognition this evening, and that is our Veterans of Foreign War Teacher Citizen Education Award winners. And I'm going to ask Donna Dunnicky to come back up one last time.
Really the last time.
Get them in order. Okay.
Thank you once again, esteemed guests, school board members, Dr. Whitaker. The VFW's National Citizen Education Teachers Award recognizes the top high school, middle school, and elementary teachers who teach about citizenship and patriotism and regularly promote America's history and traditions. We have 3 teachers from Charlotte County that have been recognized as the VFW Post 5690 and District 10 Citizenship Education Teacher Award winners for 2012. They are Dwayne Richards from Deep Creek Elementary, Mary Merninghand from L.A. Anger Middle School, and Senior Chief Roman Leal from Port Charlotte High School. At this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Dwayne Richards, grade 4 teacher at Deep Creek Elementary School, and a colleague, co-worker, Mrs. Judy Lynch, another grade 4 teacher from Deep Creek Elementary, for a short presentation. Mrs. Lynch will read a short statement, and I'll present a plaque to honor Dwayne's accomplishments. Judy? Okay.
I was asked to speak tonight about my colleague and my good friend, Mr. Dwayne Richards, and I'm honored to be part of this celebration of such a great teacher, and I hope I can do him proud. A little background on Dwayne. He and his wife, Danielle, have been married 12 years as of this past weekend and are the proud parents of two lively and wonderful boys, Joshua and Jeremiah, who are sitting very quietly and very politely back there for a long, long time. Yeah, let's give it up for the boys. Dwayne's been working with children since he was 16. He started as an aftercare worker and then as a teacher in Dade County. While there, he was named Beginning Teacher of the Year and Dade County Teacher of the Year. He holds his national board certification, and according to his wife, Danielle, he's only ever wanted to be a teacher. No other career interested him. I know his former students keep in touch with him, emailing, texting, and calling. He meets with them for dinners and keeps up with their lives as they've moved on from his classroom. Outside of his classroom, Dwayne heads our recycling team at Deep Creek. He's a pink and purple shirt-wearing team member of our Relay for Life team. He's very happy with the shirt we picked this year, the pink heart. He's the point man for our 4th grade speech competition each year. He orchestrates our 4th grade field day each spring. And he's the first to volunteer to help a colleague in need. I'm sure there's much more that I'm missing, but that's what we get tonight. Parents request to have their children in his classroom each year, and I know why. Dwayne and I share some teaching time throughout the year, and I've seen him firsthand with children. He's patient, funny, he helps children resolve their disputes, and he helps them make important and well thought out decisions daily. He isn't afraid to sing and dance. He has got some moves. He shares his love of our country and his patriotism at every turn. Dwayne Richards, you are truly a teacher. One of my favorite things about Dwayne, I'm not done. Miss Alvarez shouldn't ask me. I ain't done. One of my favorite things about Dwayne is that his students matter first and then work. It's all about the kids. Dwayne's also a fabulous colleague. Our team is really strong, and much of that I attribute to him. He shares his ideas, his enthusiasm, his honest opinions openly and often. He's a great joke teller. He's a fabulous listener to the team of 4 ladies and himself. We've all had personal family tragedies on our team, and Dwayne's always there to lean on. Here at Charlotte County Public Schools, we're all familiar with Stephen Covey. There's a quote of his that I'd like to close with that sums up Dwayne Richards as a teacher and a colleague to me. Leadership is communicating to people their worth and potential so clearly that they come to see it in themselves. This is what Dwayne strives to do with his students and with his colleagues. We're so fortunate and truly blessed to have Dwayne Richards, teacher, leader, and VFW Citizenship Teacher of the Year at Deep Creek Elementary School and at Charlotte County Public Schools, and I am very blessed to call him my friend. Thank you. And I'd like to call up, if it's okay, this is a little impromptu. 2 of his students are here tonight, Cheyenne and Ben. Would you come up here and give your teacher a big hug? That was a long time to sit through this board meeting to wait for Mr. Richards and his award. Thank you. Come on. Come on.
Try to be quick. I'd like to call up Senior Chief Roman Leal from Port Charlotte High School, and I'd like to call up Commandant, the Cadet Commandant from Port Charlotte High School, National Junior ROTC, Miss Aiden McCalmont, to read a short statement in honor of Senior Chief's accomplishments tonight.
Senior Chief Leal has been like a father figure to me since my freshman year in ROTC. He has served as a strict disciplinarian with always a purpose to the NJROTC unit. He is comfortable teaching any range of age and has vast experience from his many years of dedicated service in the Navy. Senior Chief Leal is very detail-oriented with every challenge that he accepts and is results-driven. Senior Chief lets us cadets, as kids, take on many challenges that we may not even be prepared for. And when we make mistakes, like we always do, he helps us learn from our mistakes, and we get better as the days go on. He's a vital part to the NJROTC unit, and we wouldn't be anything without him. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice job.
Finally, on behalf of the Charlotte County Public Schools, it is with great pleasure and pride that I call up Miss Mary Murninghan, 8th grade social studies teacher at L.A. Ainger Middle School, and her principal, Mrs. Marcia Loudon, for a short presentation. In addition to being selected as the VFW Post 5690 and District 10 winner for middle school, Mary was also selected as the state winner of the whole state of Florida. It's quite an accomplishment. Mrs. Loudon will read a short statement, and I will present Mary with a plaque.
Citizen, patriot, inspiration. These are the qualities that Mary Murninghan lives in front of her students every day. Teaching students what it means to be an American through a variety of projects has been inspiring. Her signature project is particularly endearing. She and her students make quilts for veterans.
The Able Trust High School High-Tech program run by Goodwill Industries of Southwest Florida provides opportunities for students with disabilities and other barriers to explore careers. The program is designed to help students determine their interests, aptitudes. It offers job shadowing and internships and provides leadership opportunities. High School High Tech has shown to reduce high school dropout rates and increase the overall self-esteem of the participating students. Joining us from Goodwill Industries Southwest Florida is Angela Hemstreet this evening. In the 4 years that Angela has been the Charlotte County Public School Project Coordinator for High School High Tech, she has worked with 63 of our Charlotte County Public School ESE students, students with disabilities, providing them with job shadowing opportunities, paid internships, employability skill workshops, industry site visits, field trips, and career exploration activities with guest speakers. She is thankful to have this opportunity to partner with CCPS and have the liberty to plan program activities around student career interests. She states, a participant-driven program stays interesting and organic, and we'd like to thank her for all that she's done for our ESE students here in Charlotte County.
So board members, you may return to the dais, and I'm going to ask Chris Bress, our Executive Director of Instructional Technology, to come to the podium for a Library Recognition Week, or Library Week recognition. I'm sorry, Chris. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, school board members, Dr. Whitaker, counselor, I see a big smile. You got to sit down. It's been a long night, but what a fantastic evening. Starting with the music and then going through all the different areas, it gives you a good feeling inside to see so many talented people across so many disciplines. You know, it really made me smile as I saw the excited look in the kids' faces and the excited look of the parents whose students won 4-year scholarships and things along those lines. So it was fantastic. And I am here to talk to you about Library Media Month. And as I was looking at the agenda tonight, I thought about how our media specialists have provided support for so many of the kids that were here tonight, for so many of the things that they were doing, from the people working on the different history projects, to the people doing science fair, to even doing things in art. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about media in Charlotte County Public Schools and then read the proclamation by the governor. But I'd also like to point out that we do have some of our media specialists here tonight, and I'd like to thank them for coming out and being here for this evening. I asked each one of the media people to provide me with a slide talking about some of the things that were going on in the schools. So I'll just go through them quickly. And what I was looking at as I saw these slides that made me so happy to see how many kids are involved in the learning, the active learning, the smiling, and the multimedia cross of not only text but technology in our media centers. So here we have Kingsway and everything from Clifford and the Robot and to researching with iPads. Deep Creek, they're talking about the books and once again technology and the Book Bash. Meadow Park, I see a running theme, technology with iPads. And interestingly enough, as you know, we are rocketing towards the 2015 Initiative for Digital Curriculum. Our media specialists as well are working towards buying ebooks for their libraries and starting to deliver that type of content to the students, so that as the students get their tablets in hand, not only will they be able to read their textbooks, but they'll also be able to read books in both fiction and nonfiction. Liberty Elementary School, of course, we see the Clifford coming back again, and is that Mr. Allwood still wearing the Dr. Seuss hat from many, many years ago? And East Elementary, we had the Sunshine State Young Readers. Many of the elementary, middle school, and media centers bring in voting booths and allow the students to actually use real voting booths to vote for the Sunshine Readers, so that's always an exciting time. Neil Armstrong, once again, I see Clifford. The kids must really love Clifford. Yeah. And Peace River, once again showing, and you start to see some of the on these different slides, and I'll send you an email that has this presentation just so in case you want to refer back to it. But you start seeing Destiny quite often and Fall at Shelf quite often. That's the mechanism that many of our media specialists are starting to use to deliver these ebooks out to students so that they can check the books out and then check them back in, which of course has all sorts of added benefits. Many of our media specialists also serve as the TV production lab studio teachers, or they film the news for their school. This happens to be Murdoch Middle School. I was there for one of the filmings earlier this year, and I have to tell you how amazed I was, because Gary does such a good job there that I don't think the kids even knew that he was in the room. They are just like their own little TV studio. So if you ever get the opportunity to visit any of the media centers during the news broadcast, please feel free. But I also say, if you ever get a chance to see this one, it's spectacular. Port Charlotte Middle School celebrated Read Across Port Charlotte Middle School Day this past year. I don't know if anybody had the opportunity to attend, but they brought in all sorts of community members to read, and here we had somebody performing to the students. In Punta Gorda Middle School, we show that the media specialists not only work during the times the children are in class, but they also often open the media center before and after school to provide students access to checking out books and to computer time. And here we have L.A. Ainger once again focusing on the different types of technology. Not only are we using iBooks, using iPads and reading iBooks, we also have Kindles and we also have Nooks in many of our classrooms. And so that's a very interesting thing, because I've been encouraging the media specialists to take tablets of all these different types to share with their faculty, because very soon during a Bring Your Own Technology to School initiative, teachers are going to be exposed to many types of tablets they may have never seen before. So the media specialists have these in their media center so they could share with them so that the teachers can get some exposure. At the high school level, I was just recently out at Lemon Bay High School, and Jen had the unique opportunity to pick up her entire media center and move it to another location while they're building the new library, and did a fantastic job. And it was really kind of interesting to see the way that they're making that work. So the next time you're out in Inglewood, if you ever have an opportunity to visit that media center, it's quite a nice setup. And the people in maintenance and operations also provided support to do some wiring for them so they can have fully functioning technology and computers in that lab, even though they're in a temporary space. So thank you to Gene and the rest of his department. Port Charlotte High School has a major focus on technology. Port Charlotte High School is one of two schools, Port Charlotte Middle School being the other, that we put in 300 iPads at each location. And our media specialist at Port Charlotte High School is one of the people that got a set of those 30 iPads, so she uses them extensively with the students. We're using that opportunity through our media centers to practice what it's going to be like once we have hundreds, if not thousands, if not 16,500 of them in our school district within the next couple of years. And then I saved this slide for last only because I'm a huge zombie fan. Jerry Leva will laugh about that because I talk about zombies all the time. At Charlotte High School, Tara put on and many of our schools have done something similar to this, put on a virtual author series where they bring in authors to speak to the students via Skype. And she had Max Brooks come in. Max Brooks is the son of Mel Brooks, if you remember Mel Brooks. And he wrote several different types of zombie books. And one of them is being made into a movie starring Brad Pitt, so I guess he's pretty successful. But it was very exciting to see these children interacting with this author, especially because, you know, I felt like saying, my people. It was the most geeky kids that would, of course, be there talking to the zombie author. And they were just in their glory because, you know, it was just such an exciting thing to see them be so excited about reading and interacting with an author. And I think many people at that moment probably decided what their career is going to be from that type of an exposure. And if our media specialists did not provide that for our students at all of our different levels, it would be quite sad. So the media specialists of Charlotte County Public Schools serve you very, very well each and every day, and I want to thank them personally for all of their efforts. And so in closing, I will read our proclamation. Whereas school library programs are an important asset in the education of the youth of the state, and whereas school library programs significantly contribute to student achievement by providing instructional support, resources, and services, and whereas school libraries provide access to information in a variety of formats within the school, as well as to digital resources outside the school, and whereas learning to become effective users of information and ideas is essential as Florida's youth prepare for a future filled with challenges and change, and whereas promoting competencies in using new and emerging technologies is an integral part of school library programs, and whereas school library programs promote literacy and the enjoyment of reading, and whereas school librarians are instructional partners and consultants in the teaching and learning process. Now, therefore, I, Rick Scott, Governor of the state of Florida, do hereby extend greetings and best wishes to all observing April 2013 as School Library Month. And I extend the invitation to all of our board members, if you get the opportunity, to stop in a media center during this month. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
No, but can we have our media specialist stand, please?
Please, true.
Thank you for all that you do every day.
Thank you very much. I should have said one last thing. Teresa asked me to take pictures, so I took about 9,000 that you're going to have to go through.
Oh, wow. Don't give the geek a camera.
Are you sure we're done?
Geek a camera.
I'm sure.
All right. Next on the agenda is old business.
There is no old business.
And there is no new business, so we'll move on to the consent agenda. Dr. Whitaker.
I'm bringing the consent agenda to you this evening as presented.
So moved. Second. Wow.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Are we going to vote, Teresa?
I think it timed out.
It got tired.
Moving right along, next on the agenda, the action agenda. First item, Lemon Bay High School remodel, renovation, and new construction, Phase 4B.
This evening, I'm requesting board approval of the final inspection for the Lemon Bay High School remodel, renovation, new construction, Phase 4, which is the music and drama suite.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next on the agenda is a very similar item, Lemon Bay High School remodel, renovation, and new construction, music drama suite final subcontractor pay request.
Yes, and this is the final pay, and so I'm requesting this evening board approval for the final subcontractor pay request for Balfour Beatty Construction in the amount of $317,524.09 for Lemon Bay High School remodel, renovation, and new construction, Phase 4, the music and drama suite.
So moved. Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any board discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, hey. Motion carries unanimously.
It's back. Yeah.
Next on the agenda is the personnel action and job description as amended.
I have pulled the energy educator job description for this evening, as we discussed earlier, which leaves then the approval, requesting board approval for the remaining job description, the CTC Assistant Director position, and the attached personnel action.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Is there any board discussion? None. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next on the agenda, we have citizen comment. Teresa? Are there any citizens here who wish to address the board? Riley. Attorney comment. Attorney Young?
I don't think there are any more students in here, but I wanted to send a well wish to all those going through the FCAT and the teachers for supporting them, and the parents. And for the first time, I'm on the parent end of the FCAT, so it's a unique, new experience. That's all.
Board member comment. Mrs. Arundel.
Nothing tonight.
Mrs. Miller?
I would just like to remind everyone about Friday night, 7:30. The elementary honors course will be at CPAC, and it's always a treat to see. So if you can, I would advise you, it's a good place to be. Thank you. That's it.
Mr. Seeger?
It's obvious that we rate second to pizza as the children got out of here, and rightfully so. It was just such a thrill to see so many talented young people and their mentors that give them the opportunity to show what they can do. It was a real privilege tonight.
And I'm just going to parrot what Dr. Whitaker started the meeting with. When you see the kids we have tonight, whether it's academics or arts or a science fair, it's why we do this. And, you know, people made jokes about it being a long meeting. I'll take it every time, because this is why we're here, and it's just great. The other thing I did want to say is I wanted once again to say, Dr. Whitaker, heard you on the radio yesterday. Thank you so much. And I can't think of a better champion for our district. The way that you come across when you're explaining the issues that face us, sometimes to an audience that isn't necessarily on our side, is just wonderful, and I just can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you.
Oh, then it's your turn.
I just want to say again, you know, it's one thing to have a vision, student success. But if you don't have any kids being successful, it's sort of a hollow vision. So, you know, tonight is just affirming to see literally over 100 kids being recognized. And we have a whole bunch more coming in May for our history fair and essay contests. It's just wonderful to see our kids succeed. It's why we do what we do. So that's it for tonight.
With no more business to come before the board, this meeting's adjourned.